it is time to get halfway through the draft of the second one, because we are actually already in the draft. It is Ninjas in Pajamas taking on Alliance, Purge, Slack, Blitz. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Very ready.
Very ready. Slack?
Absolutely. Can't wait to get into this draft. We're already halfway through. Let's take a look, too.
Let's take a look. Blitz, what are you expecting from these two teams?
Honestly, I'm not really quite sure. You have the Brood Mother picked up pretty immediately by Alliance. That's a pretty comfort hero for Bulldog. And speaking of comfort heroes...
Oh, why you always got to touch, bro?
I'm not. This is where my
this
hand
is
is...
literally, if you put your hand on me, that is a touch.
Are you trying to say Slacks is your comfort hero?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, that's cute. That's very cute.
Some people have comfort food. Blitz is a comfort hero.
People.
Oh. There you go. That's where your hand belongs.
I think the Brood Mother in general is one of those heroes that can single-handedly take over a game by herself. And I feel like if you play it right, you just instantly win.
10 seconds remaining.
So we've actually seen Brood picked up fairly often. Yeah, great. Fairly often, but not that often in the first two picks. And there's only a few teams that actually do that, like Alliance, like Vega as well. If you are now Ninjas in Pajamas, you know what's coming because you've seen Bulldog play that Brood before. You've seen that S4 Quap before. What are you... Oh God. What are you thinking of Ninjas in Pajamas? How are they going to reply to that?
They don't have very good AoE heroes yet.
Yeah.
Tusk is alright, but obviously you can't really sit him in lane. And that's one solution. Just do a solo Legion Commander versus him. You get bonus damage for every unit. So basically whenever you see a giant pack of spiders, you don't know how big it is. As Legion, you're like, let's figure it out. And you throw your overwhelming odds, and very often you're going to one-shot that group because it does more damage per spider. So it's a nice counter. He basically never gets that huge critical mass of spiders. You can still do like some harass stuff, like send one spider in, harass him, pull the spider out before it dies, send another spider, pull it out, and just it has poison damage over time. So it's actually a component of the damage that the spiders do. It's one way to deal with the hero, basically, even if it is like a counter. You can kind of do the same thing against Axe, but it's not very easy.
It seems like one of the best counters. I mean, would you say that, or
Legion? Yeah, definitely.
But isn't it still that you're gonna be? It's reactive gaming. You're gonna be playing Alliance's game plan rather than.
Not really. You're putting Brood in a 1v1 situation. Like Brood is happy to waste the time of 3 heroes. If you can spend 1 hero on it and it goes all right and he doesn't take your tower that fast, then you're actually you're reacting, I guess, by forcing a pick, which might make your draft a little weird.
Oh, but I guess, I mean, for Ninjas in Pajamas, the Legion Commander is a comfort pick.
That's a good point, yeah. They pick it all the time on Jonas and Fan, right?
Yeah.
More comfort on this couch. We're all about comfort here.
How are you comfortable?
I'm very comfortable right now. Get to see my Swedish boys.
Whoa, talking about that, because you're going to say Swedish boys. Which of the two are you rooting for?
Yeah. Which Swedes do you like better?
Yeah, because you said go Swedes on Twitter. It's like,
I saw that
well,
too.
this is
that
all
was like
Swedes.
That was like a general blanket term, you know, for these two teams, and then PyCat plus EGM.
Okay, so which one of the two do you root for in this one?
You know, I'm gonna say NiP because Alliance have already won a TI.
Dang.
Ake said that he wouldn't be satisfied until he's like the first to win 2.
Yeah.
But that's greedy.
A lot of people said that too.
Yeah, one's enough.
But I mean, come on, after you won a TI, you have to have a second goal.
Yeah,
his goal afterwards would be winning 3 TIs and then winning 4 TIs.
That's how
it's never going to stop.
That's how he thinks.
Can't they just let someone else win?
Right, why can't the goal just be retire at the top of my game? That's what I'm trying to do after this is over. So
I say play until you're happy not playing anymore, which may be never, but basically give it the best shot you can. There's nothing wrong with aiming for 2 TIs.
Or 3, or 4.
Or 5, or whatever.
TI 26.
Basically,
my children are going to win that one.
Yeah, Fear will probably still be on EG on that one too.
Still trucking along.
Still trucking along. So we have a Chen ban here for the side of Ninjas in Pajamas. Quite interesting. Well, what are we thinking here for Alliance's last pick to help support with the Witch Doctor?
They like stuns. They picked Venge last time that they picked Wraith King, I think. It was like Wraith King, Lesh support, and Venge, but they already have a Witch Doctor, so... they have a mix of physical damage, they have a bunch of magical damage, maybe something anti... I don't know, they don't really need to counter anything. The only thing that maybe looks dangerous to me is either Duel or Snowball. And they've already got Wraith King ult, which is going to be the counter to Duel.
Witch Doctor Cask is counter to Snowball in a way, I guess.
Yeah, that's okay.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm not sure.
What do you think of Blitz? Last pick for Alliance. What's up, baby?
I'm not sure. I was just looking at the bans overall and thinking to myself, like, okay, they banned the Darkseer and the Auk. That's just learning from yesterday's series. I don't know how much you got to watch that, Shiver, but that's pretty much all they picked. They just kept
For
picking
Ninjas in Pajamas.
Yeah, they would like first pick Darkseer every single game that they had the opportunity. But they're going to take Lesh. I was going to say you need some sort of burst / teamfight hero. Alliance, what they lack probably is some sort of lockdown. I think that the Witch Doctor Cask isn't good enough.
Okay.
So you need some sort of support that can lock down or something that can save. I don't know. You could disrupt a hero during the Legion duel. That's not terrible.
Winter Wyvern is still in the pool, is he not?
Yeah, I think Winter Wyvern or Shadow Demon.
Shadow Demon?
Shadow Demon.
Wow.
Yeah, I like SD.
First time anyone would pick that, right?
At the same time, if
This
you have a
year?
Shadow Demon and you do a defensive disruption, you got a Lash stun to follow up on that
Yeah,
from the other
I think
teams. like
you're
with
lacking
Risky.
damage as well from. You're lacking both damage and control if you're on the side of a. If you're on the side
Alliance.
of Alliance.
Yeah.
I thought Shadow Demon as well, but it's the same issue. Yeah, lack of damage. It's okay. Like, you can get Soul Catcher, and it's very, very good against some heroes. But
Okay.
I like Lina better.
There's
like,
both.
You got your setup stun from the Wraith King, Light Strike Array. This is
Yeah.
a really scary lane.
That's what you really needed. It's like you look at that lineup, they actually deal like they don't have damage dealers, and Wraith King's damage is all it's hypothetical, right? Because oftentimes if you're losing the team fight, you get kited anyways.
Yeah. Who do you think is going to win? That's the question.
I like triple stun tri-lanes. It's just smart.
I-
You're like, how can you mess it up?
That's it. It
Your
would be
offlaner's
actually
gonna die
pretty
endlessly.
difficult.
Can't go wrong with that. So you're going for Alliance to this
I'm going to go
one.
with Alliance. I like their draft. I like stuns. They're good.
What do you think, Slacks?
So, I bet a Swedish person is probably going to win this game. I'm going to go for the guys with the Broodmother, because I like Broodmother.
Okay,
He's
okay.
got babies, got a lot of biting.
Do you only play annoying heroes?
Yeah, actually. I only exist to annoy intelligent, smart Dota players like yourself.
Jeez.
When I beat you, that's when I win the game.
I mean, some have winning a TI or second TI as goal. No, Slacks is just beating Purge.
Yeah, no. Any day. Physically.
What do you think, Bits?
I think that NiP wins this, but
Okay.
it's going to be really difficult just because the way that the lanes are set up and the type of heroes that they have. Like if Alliance gets ahead, it's going to be hard, but I think they can kite the Wraith King, and I think they can neutralize the Brute. Like, if you watch Alliance, they had to have seen the Brood
Yes.
played. That's the thing, is that you know it's coming. Alliance love it for Bulldog.
And it's a comfort pick for them, indeed. I, for that reason, also am going for Alliance. We're going to find out what the casters think. It is time for OD Pixel, Shane, and Luminous for our first game of our second playoff match, Alliance versus Ninjas in Pajamas.